Hey lovers, this is Bella Dutch from Allseeingeyetarot, here with the Intuitive Fridays. This is going to run from April the 30th through April the 7th. But before I get started with that, I just wanted to say a few things for you. It's not going to take very long, hopefully. I know I'm long-winded. First of all, I just want to apologize to all of my audience out there, everybody that support me, everybody that looks forward to these videos that I put up. I know I've been going through a lot of different things, health-wise, also within my household, but that's no excuse. To be honest with you, let me make sure this camera's not fuzzy. There's 3 cameras on the back of this motherfucker, and it looks like there's a fingerprint in the middle of them. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm looking at the back of the damn phone, and it's 3 cameras on it. They all look like they got fingerprints on them. Okay, Linda. Anyway. To be honest with you, I'm going to just get straight to the point. There's no excuse. The reason why I have not been uploading is because I just didn't want to do it no more, honestly. I just wanted to give it up, to be honest with you. I have tried. Those of you that have been with me since day one, you know I've been struggling. I have been missing people's zodiac signs on purpose. I'm not even going to lie. You know, I'm always transparent with my audience. And some of you may ask, why, Bella? Why do you want to give it up? If God gives you a platform, why not take advantage of it and, you know, use that platform? And that's all good and dandy, maybe for about the first 4 or 5 years. But honestly, anybody that has owned their own business knows that there's going to come a time where you're just going to be broken and you're just going to feel like, what is all this for? Like, you know, I don't feel like I'm being heard. I don't feel appreciated. While you're putting and investing all your energy into your business, your house is falling apart, your love life is dead as shit. I mean, you have to pick and choose. You understand? And forgive this nails broke. Me and more broke it, my daughter. I gotta go get it fixed. I'll get there when I get there. I don't even give a shit at this point. But when it comes to, I want to say this to y'all because this is so important. And God always tells me, be honest. Don't lie, okay? We need more authentic people out there that's telling exactly what you're going through, what people that are coming after you, what they're going to have to deal with, and how they should handle it, okay? So a lot of you look up to me as a role model, and I appreciate that, but I'm nobody's role model. If you know me, you know I'm one of the most humble people you'll ever meet in life. Even though I carry all this power on me, at the end of the day, it's pointless for myself, you know, other than to get a few people that, you know, try to praise you and you know, try to make you unhumble and put you on a pedestal. It really doesn't do much for me. It's more so for the world. Okay. When it comes down to life, you have to understand your values and what's important to you. Do you want fame? Do you want money? Do you want a family and a relationship? Because I'm going to tell you something. You can't have both. You can't. And when you do, I'll say this. Back that up. You can have both later on. Way down the fucking road somewhere, Linda. Okay? But, beginning, you're going to work your ass off, literally. And you're not going to have time for anything but that thing that you put all of your energy into. Because then it's going to come a time where it's going to, you know, show based off of the fruit it bears, how hard you've been working towards it. And you guys can see where the hell, you know, my energy is. My likes are pretty low. My views are low. It doesn't match up. And I know that, you know, with the YouTube thing, you know, a lot of people, they usually don't get the views of how many subscribers they have, you know. I understand that, but mine's is like really, really low to the point where it kills my motivation. It makes me not even want to get up on this thing and record. I sit here, I record for hours on end about situations that it's not even affecting me. It's not my situation. That's very hard to do. It's a sacrifice. But at the end of the day, having this 2 months, almost 2 month break helped me to be real with myself and say, Bella, what is it that you really want? And what I really want is to make my name stand for something when I'm gone. That's what matters. And the only way that I can see that happening is to work hard, be great at what I do, and despite the troubles that I go through, always deliver and always be on time and honest. Real shit. Like, nothing else can give you that feeling. I mean, everybody will say they want family and love and a relationship and shit, and I watch people destroy themselves over relationships, literally destroy themselves over relationships. There's too many people playing in that field. I've always been the type of person that I don't want what everybody has. I always want different, since a little girl. Usually people won't tell you, but that is God shaping you for greatness. Because if you plan to be great in life, it's going to be very difficult, and it's going to be totally out of the ordinary. You got to dare to be different, dare to be ridiculed, put down, talked about, all the above. And I'm a very courageous person, absolutely. You know, I do shit, I can take it. But sometimes I just feel like my message is not getting to where I need it to get to. So I give up. But you never know who's watching. So, rest in peace to DMX. I love DMX. Oh my God. I love me a thug, a crazy ass motherfucker. Okay, Linda, I do. I've always been attracted to thugs, and DMX was one of my childhood celebrity crushes. I loved him with all his flaws. But I think that Tashira Simmons getting on that stage and giving her eulogy, it spoke to something inside of me. It spoke to something inside of me. It's not the journey, it's the destination. It's the end result, it's the destination. It's not the journey. Or it's not the destination, it's the journey. I'm sorry. It's not the destination that you're trying to get to. It's the journey. It's the things you learn along the way. I've had some crazy experiences in the course of this 5 years that I've been here. Crazy experiences, blew my mind. I've also had to be on guard 24/7 because when you step into this business, there's going to be a lot of negative energy that, counterfeit your positive energy or try to come up against you and stop you from what you're doing. And I don't care how strong you think you are, everybody falls. Everybody do. Especially if you're ever going to be great. Because it's in the falling that you learn where you have issues or where you can use the greatest teachings and the greatest lessons. So I said I'm going to sit here and I am going to drop, let's see, 1, and I have 12, that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 videos before I get up out of this chair. 17. I'm not going to move. I'm going to sit here through my pain, through everything I'm dealing with my mind boggled, and I'm going to give you 17 videos. Okay? Now, the way YouTube is set up, I'm not going to probably be able to upload them. I'll be able to upload them, but I'll have to keep them blinded from you. Okay? So I have to drop them right at the time that it's supposed to drop them. All right? It takes me a long time to upload on YouTube, so I know it's going to take a while. I have to do the May monthlies. I'm going to do 2 intuitive weeklies, 2 weekend romances, and This Could Be You. Why? Why are you going to do that, Bella? What changed your mind? What changed my mind is that it's not about me. It's really not about me. I don't feel like I'm living if I'm not doing this. I had 2 months to figure it out. 2 months. I mean, I was sitting here. I think I slept almost probably the whole 2 months between the hospitals, and I think I slept literally the whole 2 months. But there's so many people out there that if I shut up and I stop talking, who helps them? How do I know that the person that needed to book me for a reading right now, they need me right now, and I'm in the bed sleeping some fucking where, and then they make the wrong decision and they lose their life over it? And sometimes, unfortunately, I can't be there for everybody, but sometimes that has happened, and I don't want it to happen again. So I'm going to work until every bone in my body feels justified. Put it that way. I want to appreciate the 38 years of living on this earth, because God didn't have to keep me this long. He could have let me go. So here it is. This is the Intuitive Weekly. Now, I will go back. And for April, I did not finish again. Once again, I don't know what is going on with that. I'm telling you, I had every intentions to finish it, to go and do the rest. I think I stopped at Leo. I had every intention to hit Virgo and the rest on out, and something happened. My daughter got sick with the COVID. It was like everything was getting in my way. But I think, honestly, because I don't regret anything that happens, I think that God just wanted to pull me off the bench for a while to deal with me, because God has been dealing with me and my ways and my feelings and some of the things that I'm dealing with personally. And maybe later on down the line, it'll come in a message. I'll let you know some of the things, or why I keep hitting this roadblock within my own self. It's nothing nobody did to me. It's just something I'm hitting within my own self. I will do a personal reading on that, on myself, later on down the road. Right now, it's really about you guys. So I'm going to start with the first signs. This is going to be, remember, from the 30th through the 7th. This weekend. Today is, I think it's Wednesday at 5 a.m. Okay, so let's see what's going down, okay? Sorry, y'all. I took 12 minutes of your time. I apologize. Make sure you like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit your notification button. If you want to win a free 30-minute reading, I'm going to choose 2 free winners to win 30 minutes. You have to timestamp when I start each element, okay? So for those of you that fast forward, make sure you get the time right, because I will be checking, all right? Here we go. It's going to be for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio this week. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages you have for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? April 30th through May 7th. Oh my God, it's almost the summer already. I screwed the first half up, but I won't this next quarter. Or the first quarter. I screwed the first quarter up. I won't this next quarter, I promise. Come on. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What's going down? What's happening with my water energy? What are they up against? Here we go. You guys always tell me I'm better when I come back, like after a break. I don't see how, because it'd be like the worst time in my life, but you guys always say it's better, so let's see. 6 of Pentacles. I gotta fix this light. Hold on, y'all. Oh, that didn't make it any better. 2 of Cups. Justice. 9 of Cups. 8 of Wands. Under the 6 of Pentacles, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Under the 2 of Cups, we have the 2 of Swords. Under Justice, we have the Empress. Under the 9 of Cups is the 7 of Swords. Under the 8 of Wands is the 9 of Pentacles. Overall energy for my water signs for this week, 30th through the 7th, 6 of Cups. This is a really good reading, okay? So you ain't doing too bad. Well, some of you anyway. And some of you are waiting for this energy to shift so it could take place in your life. You could start to see results. All right, so definitely this is speaking about love, okay? Love, relationships, marriage, divorces. And this is not like a divorce that hurts you so bad that you can't focus. This is like, Lord, I've been praying for you to get me out of this situation, and finally you're coming to do it, okay? So I think the worst thing about divorce is having to deal with how to split up the finances. Or if you have children, the toll that it takes on your children, okay? when it's two people, of course, you live a better life. All right. When it's two of you, you know, you have a mother and a father. Of course, you can provide for that child a lot easier than if it was just one parent. Okay. So, like I said, I think that where the issue is coming in here is we got a little mix of things. I think that the only thing that is really breaking your heart about this breakup or this divorce is the fact that you're splitting the parents up again. You know, and I say again because this is something that keeps happening. It's not the first time that this happened. This keeps happening. You keep being on and off, okay? And you're trying to make it work for the kids. Well, let me tell you this. You're not going to be able to make it work just for the kids. When it comes down to relationships, they're very difficult, okay? Like I said, people have lost their mind over relationships. You have to have more. There has to be more than just, I had children by this person and we got kids together and I'm waiting until they're grown to get out of the house. Absolutely not, okay? So don't believe that when a man tells you that, because men use that more than women. A man will tell a woman, his side chick, you know, I'm waiting until my kids graduate because my wife won't be able to take care of the kids by herself. That's bullshit. They running that game to you. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. Truth of the matter is that he still loves her, or he's still into his wife, or he's just used to getting the luxuries that is provided when he is with her. Okay, so he's very much afraid to get out of that household and come to you, who's brand new, who doesn't know what he likes, who doesn't know, you know, what's his favorite food, that he leaves the toilet up in the morning, pisses all over the fucking sink, whatever. You know, you don't know those bad sides to this person, okay? And he is very much afraid of walking away from years of investment with someone that knows him to start over with someone that doesn't know him. When you start over and you start a new relationship, you're not subject to hold on to a motherfucker. So if they do some nasty shit that you don't like, you know, when you're talking on the phone, that's cool and dandy, okay? Y'all talk every day, or they come and see you 3 times a week. That's cool. You really don't know the person, okay? But when you actually move in, you get to see how nasty that motherfucker is, okay? Excuse my language, but you know how I get down. You get to see how nasty they are. You get to see that they're lazy. And, you know, if I take this relationship on long-term wise, this is going to be a headache for me, because it's like raising another child. My children are grown. I don't want to raise any more kids. So I think that the lesson in this week is really about those of you that have started new relationships with people, and those of you that are losing relationships that you've been with for a long time. Regardless to whether you're losing a relationship and starting something new with someone else, or whether you're starting something with a brand new person. What Spirit is trying to get you to do is they're trying to get you to see past the honeymoon phase. That's what that 2 of Cups is with the 2 of Swords. Let me get this. 2 of Cups with the 2 of Swords. See past the honeymoon phase. Now, with the 2 of Cups being there, the 2 of Cups is, oh my God, I have something in common with this person. Like, we like the same foods, we talk the same things, or we don't never argue. Everything seems perfect, okay? And the 2 of Swords is all the shit you cannot see about this person, okay? You can't see that they got cheating issues. You can't see that they really don't like women because their mothers wasn't there, you know, or they really don't like men because they were molested. You can't see, like, some of the things that are deep down in their soul that's going to make it difficult moving forward in a relationship, okay? So the reason why I keep going towards the man being the issue is because I'm looking at the Empress with the Justice card. So this is really, you know, pointing out to my women that are water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're a woman, you're a water sign, and you have met someone, and you feel like you met the one. And I just want to say this to you. How many times did you feel like you met the one? I'll wait. How many times? Probably with everybody you got with, right? Anybody that you get with that reciprocates emotional connectivity with you, you are going to feel as if they are the one, or this is a soulmate, or this is a twin flame, or whatever you want to call it, okay? Whatever title you want to put on it. The truth of the matter is, what Spirit is trying to tell you is pump your brakes. This 6 of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune being here is pretty much about the person that you're choosing, or the person that's coming in your life. While they want you to be happy, you may say, well, Bella, damn, man, there's always some bad shit that's coming up. No, this is not bad, okay? This is life. Grow up. This is life. There's no such thing as perfection and everything just being all happy all the fucking time. Now, if you are a person that thinks like that, and you think that everything is supposed to be happy and you're never supposed to have any problems or any issues, or you just think that God put you in a relationship because you deserve it, because you've been single for a while. If you got that thought process, you're sadly mistaken. That's not the purpose of why God puts you in relationships. God puts you in relationships to simply help you to understand who you are. Now, in understanding who you are, in the beginning, there's always the glue there. They kind of put on tacky glue. I ain't going to call it Gorilla Glue because, a lot of shit don't stick for a long time. But they put on tacky glue. They start to sort of shine a light on your partner and highlight all their good things or the good things that you guys have in common. Okay, to make you, be willing to take the journey. Of course, if God showed you that this person had all type of issues, in the beginning, you wouldn't take on or you wouldn't sign up for the responsibility, right? So therefore, God, usually shines a light on that person and blinds you, sort of the same way this looks. I can't, this couldn't have been better cards to use in this reading. I want you to look at it. Okay, listen. There's symbology in here, okay? Because, yes, this is the Two of Cups, right? These two people are standing with each other, sharing a cup, or, crossing cups. That little toast that you do when you just got married and you're in love and shit. But where people will miss the meaning in this card is why they got on mask. You're only looking at the person's eyes. You see? Why do they have on masks? What the fuck is that shit about? And then the Two of Swords would be the duality of the Two of Cups. All right? So, basically, God is saying, I had to turn the light on when it came to this person, because if I don't turn the light on, you won't be subject to stay. You run from most things in your life. Anything that looks difficult, you run from it. So therefore, I need you to complete these lessons. The more relationships that you're in, the more you complete your lessons, the stronger you'll become, as an individual. This is not about finding your happily ever after or finding the person you're going to be with for the rest of your life, because we all know that is not true. You don't stay with nobody for the rest of your life. Even the people that stay with people for the rest of their life, they usually die. One of them died, and it's sorrow and shit. But anyway, Spirit really, really wants you to open up your eyes, and when you're moving forward, the Justice card with the Empress is all about seeing how could it work with us in the future. Am I really ready for this type of individual? And in order to do that, you might say, well, Bella, how am I going to do that? We only see each other 3 times a week, or he lives out of town, she lives out of town. How am I going to be able to see some of those things? Well, first of all, you can start by slowing down and quit rushing. That's number one. You can start by doing that. A lot of people are rushing into relationships. I don't know what it is about the summertime, but, you women, you run out there and you try to hook your fish and shit. That's not the time I want a motherfucking man, to be honest with you. Okay, all these half-naked bitches walking around, hell no, motherfucker, call me in the winter. When you're faithful, motherfucker. No, but I'm serious, but it does happen. A lot of hookups take place around the spring, late spring into the summertime, okay? A lot of them. So, if you're having this feeling, this urge to hurry up and get a title, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Because I'm talking directly to my water signs. Everybody else, this might not resonate with you, but this is water signs, You've rushed into everything in your whole life, okay? Every relationship you've had, you rushed before. Okay, the shit is short-lived. You always pray for what you thought you wanted, only to have the rug pulling from under your feet. You always prayed for that person or that particular individual, and then God gave it to you, and you was like, oh, hell no, this motherfucker done stole everything from me, robbed me, and all. So this season, this time around with this relationship, I'm going to need you to pump your brakes. Slow down. Take your time. This could be a very promising relationship for you, but it's not without its debts, okay? It's not without its sacrifices, all right? Be aware of anybody that makes you feel like you have to rush to get a title. That doesn't pan out too well, I'm telling you, it doesn't pan out too well. Don't do it. If you're with a person and you feel like, oh my God, is we ever going to get in a relationship? Are we going to get together? Are we going to be together? Chances are you should probably take your time. Okay? If you feel like you're rushing, it could be because, number one, you're not confident that this relationship will stand the test of time and you guys will actually make it. Number two, there could be some sort of embarrassment that you're compensating for. Okay? Maybe you're not altogether 100% happy. Okay? And number three, you might be competing with someone else. Okay? Maybe you know that he has another baby mama, woman, or wife or something, and you're trying to solidify yourself. But let me tell you something about men. I don't give a shit if he promised you the world. I don't care if he calls his mother and his friends and brings you around the family and say this is his woman, you're his woman, claims you. We can't trust that nowadays. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. Back in the day, you knew that you was the one for a man when he introduced you to his family. But now these new millennials, oh my God, they bring all kind of niggas and bitches home all the time. And say this is the one. I swear. My daughter has brought, within the last year, my daughter has brought 3 different guys home. She ain't with none of them. Okay? So they don't have the same traditionalism, or they don't operate on the same traditionalism as we used to back in the day. Back in the day, you didn't bring a man home until you knew he was the one. You didn't take a man around your children until you felt solid with him and y'all been dating already for 8 months. You see what I'm saying? So it's different now. So if you're getting involved with someone that makes you feel you have to rush, okay? You might want to slow down and take the blinders off. Pump your brakes. And sometimes if you just sit down and listen to this person and really listen to what they're saying and not make excuses, because I'm running into a lot of people that are getting in relationships. I'm seeing a lot of relationships form, but I'm seeing people make excuses for the people that they're with. Like they're lonely as hell. They want a relationship bad as fuck. So when they get with the guy or whatever, this motherfucker's saying all kind of crazy shit. You know who can tell you whether that's the one? Take your best friend or your sister or brother and let them listen to that motherfucker and see if they hear what you hear. Chances are they're not going to hear what you hear. Okay? They're going to hear some crazy shit and say, hell no. And then if you get frustrated and you try to cut your family off or whatever and try to go after that person and try to do your own thing, you can do that, but it's going to be very short-lived. Okay? You're probably going to get more disappointments. You probably should just listen. Now, like I said, that's not for everybody, because some of you have your soul connections that are taking place and forming for you right now, okay? Especially my water signs that are linking with fire. If you're linking with Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, okay? That's usually a good sign. Remember, we just came out of our vertex in January. So a lot of connections I spoke, especially if it's Leo, Leo and Cancer connections. I seen a lot of connections coming out towards the summer. All right, so this summer, definitely babies being born, and this fall coming and all kind of shit. So, you know, if you're a Cancer and your partner's Leo or, you know, Sagittarius or something like that, it could work. But I'm gonna tell you this: take your time. There's definitely a soul connection there, so I'm giving you the approval. Absolutely, it's there with the soulmate card popping up. This may be somebody from the past that is returning. Somebody that you always wanted an opportunity with or always wanted a chance with. You're going to get that opportunity, but the problem is, take your time. The reason why you need to take your time is because you remember that thing I said in the beginning of the conversation? You thought I forgot, but I didn't. I spoke about breakups, divorces that are taking place. They're not yet out of those, okay? Especially if this water sign is married to an earth sign or an air sign, okay? They have a vertex that's coming up this summer. They have a vertex that's coming up this summer. So I would say that this divorce is probably not going to be 100% finalized, meaning finalized on paper, until maybe the middle of the summer, giving it the right, correct time to be on course with what I said, with the new babies that are coming in the fall, moving into the new winter. Okay? So, yes, take your time. Absolutely take your time. If you rush into this, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, listen to me. If you rush into this, the rug's going to be pulled from under your feet. Maybe because there's some things that this person didn't tell you, some legal issues that this person is still dealing with that they have to clear up. With this nine of Pentacles being here, okay? When I see that 9 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Swords over top of the Nine of Pentacles would represent freedom. So this would represent a thing that is coming into closing, but as you can see, it's pushed out. So when it's at the end, this speaks of, this could take place next week, 3 months from now, 4 months from now. It's not yet done. So this person is still attached to something at the hip, and it's probably 9 times out of 10 a legal marriage, or it might be you that I'm talking to. Maybe you're attached to a legal marriage and you want to move forward into this new relationship that you have always wanted. I say always because it looks like somebody from your neighborhood, 6 of Cups, somebody from your neighborhood, somebody that you've known for a very long time and you weren't able to start something up. And now all of a sudden you're getting that opportunity and you're anxious. Pump your brakes. Remember this, and I'm going to say this to you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What God has for you is for you. Nobody else can move that thing or take that thing away from you. That is for you. Make sure you like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit your notification bell. You want a personal reading? Allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. Hit the drop down box. It'll show you the prices. If you want to win this free 30-minute reading, make sure you timestamp below. Make sure all your timestamps is in the same section together. Okay? I'll be back with the next element. Welcome back, Bella. Thank you, guys. Next up is my wonderful fire signs. This is going to be for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius for the week of the 30th through the 7th. If you missed any announcement, please rewind to the beginning. Also, if you want to hear where I've been, make sure you rewind to the beginning. Okay? Here we go. Spirit and Universe, what's the message you got for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? April 30th through the 7th. I'm sorry, they're talking in my ear. So if you ever see me do that while I'm shuffling, I just get a brain freeze. It's because I'm trying to listen to the messages that are coming to me. You know, it's not a coincidence that every time I do this intuitive weekly, fire seems to fall right behind or in front of water all the time. And I think that what Spirit is trying to tell us is that there's a lot of connections that are going on right now with my fire and water energy. And some of you are very nervous, my fire signs. So if you got a situation, you just met someone new and you're kind of nervous, this reading might be for you. Stay tuned. Okay, here we go. 3 of Swords. King of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. The Death card. It's crazy how I don't feel that this. Okay, let me let it go. Shut up. The Hangman. Under the 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Under the King of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, I was going to say something. Under the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Chariot. Under the Death card is the 2 of Pentacles. Under the Hangman, the Tower. Overall energy for my fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, the 30th through the 7th, the Hermit. Okay, so, anyway, as I was laying the cards, I kept getting these messages, okay? Like, and I know you hear this often, especially my Leos, okay? But it's not often that an Aries or Sagittarius hears this. So I think that where Spirit is trying to do, they're trying to pull in Aries and Sagittarius into what Leo is seasoned to go through because they go through it a lot, okay? This is not only going to be, what they had said to me when I froze, is that this is not only going to be for fire and water relationship, this is also going to be for fire on fire, okay? So fire on fire relationships and fire and water, okay? So listen to me very closely. Now, as far as the relationships, where I said that you're starting a new relationship and you're very nervous, let me address that first, okay? Let me go there. I got to get that out. Those of you that I am speaking to, you're dating Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius. No, sorry, that's it. Sagittarius. I'm gonna leave it there. Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Outside of the 2 energies that I gave, or the 2 elements that I gave. So what I see going on is that you could be a Sagittarius, you could be an Aries, some of you are Leo. You just met someone, and this person is an earth sign or an air sign. And You like them. You do. You really like them. But you are terrified. There's a message in the horror. There's a message in the fear. What is that message, Bella? The reason why you're terrified and you started this new relationship with this new person that seemingly wants to be with you, they're saying all the right things to you, is very simple. You don't belong to them. I know you didn't want to hear that, but that's the truth, okay? You don't belong to them. You're spoken for already. You're spoken for by a water sign or a fire sign, all right? Now, here we go. About to come through your back door. You ready? Okay. So the fire sign that I'm speaking to, you have been waiting for a relationship to develop between you and this particular individual. This water sign or this fire sign. And it has taken so long that you are just looking for any avenue, any way out of this shit. Like you're trying to run away from being told, no, just wait for this. You understand what I'm saying? So this Two of Pentacles being here with the Death card really speaks about how you're trying to create your own relationships. And that happens. And listen, I did it a million times. I did it a million times. Going through this course with my twin, and this shit taking forever. And it has literally took forever. I'm going on year 11. And this is crazy. Would it taken so long? I don't do this anymore, but I did in the very beginning. I would make my mind believe that this was not going to happen. It's not going to happen between us. We're not going to come together. I chose the wrong man. This is not really the twin. This is not my soulmate, whatever. And I would go off and I would start a new relationship with someone else. And it would be booming in the beginning. Oh, it felt good. But deep down inside, there was this fear that would creep up. And it would come creep up. You know, it happened with King, okay? Now, King's a water sign, all right? So it wasn't as extraordinary as when I was outside of the water energy, okay? Or should I say, I was outside of my twins' soulmates, all right? Because those of you that are in, you know, you're in a life partnership, or you're in, you know, you're going for your twin flame. You have to date their minions, and their minions are lower vibrations of them. Okay, so they're usually in the same energy as your twin. Okay, so if you are actual twin flame, let's say that your twin is Aries, okay, and all of their minions or all of their soulmates is going to be Aries. Okay, it's not going to be something else. It's not going to be all changed around and shit. No. Even if that person is your life partner, all of their minions is going to be the same zodiac sign. All right, they're just going to be lower vibrations. And it's going to take you a while to see this, okay? Now, see, I'm old now, and I have fucking rebelled to the point of no return. Like, I fucked it. I lived my best life, Linda, okay? Nothing stopped me. I did it. I thought it. I did it. Regret it later. That's my motto, okay? So, it took me a long time to see that these were my twin's minions. Or if I smash all these guys together, they make up my twin. Took me a long time to see that. You're not going to see that when you're going through it. You're just going to try your best to run away from what's for you, okay? And people get so confused, and I need y'all to hear this as my fellow elemental energies. I need y'all to be smart. I need you to be educated, okay? If you want to stand for anything, make sure you're educated and you're aware. You have wisdom. You are going to try to run out of what God has for you. What God has for you is not this sense of perfection. Oh my God, I met this man. Oh my God, the connection. We feel so good, girl. Oh my God, we get along so well. This is perfect. I never had a man tell me they love me so much. That's not what God has for you. I'm here to tell you. I know that probably fucked up your mind a little bit because somebody been teaching you the wrong way. But I'm telling you the truth. This is real shit. Real talk. What God has for you is very challenging. It is challenging. And you're going to run and run and run and run till you can't run no more. You're going to run from it because you're going to say, oh no, that don't look like God. I want you to imagine, this is God we're talking about. This is the all. He has the power to do just about anything. Do you think that God is common? Like, do you think that he's going to make it very common? Like, everybody that you can talk to about your situation has been through your situation. They all met somebody that they got the crazy feeling and they feel like this is the one. And did you ever listen to how the story played out for them? Why didn't you believe them when they said the shit didn't work out? Instead, you tell it it's the twin flame. That's not what twin flame feel like, okay? Or it's not what a divine partner feels like, all right? The one. First and foremost, you need to understand this. You are not getting the one until you are 100% all-knowing and you've completed your course. Period. You're not. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of bullshitting with y'all. Me bullshitting with y'all and trying to creep around the truth is making me want to quit this fucking shit. I'm telling you the truth, okay? It's making me want to quit because it confuses you. And then you sit there and you spend 8 years of your life with this no good ass shit that you thought it was going to be the one that didn't turn out like that, okay? When it's time for the one is the end of your journey. Remember that. Because there's no more purpose. If God's purpose for relationships is to get you to understand your full self, what makes you think he's going to bring the one when you're still young and you're not going to understand your full self in 5 years or 6 years? Like, come, I really need y'all to think about this. Seriously. You think you're going to get the one or the twin flame and you're 21 years old. You're 35 years old. You're going to get the one. That's going to be the last motherfucker that you be with for the rest of your life. You're going to get the one at 35. You want to know whether you're going to get the one? I'm going to tell you this. What happened in your last relationship? You still hate him? Is he still trying to be with you? Y'all still trying to get together? Or you still keep accidentally sleeping with him? Or sliding in his DMs and he's sliding your DMs? Or you still keep popping up and you still opening the door? Still far from the one. When it's time for you to get the one, you have an all-knowing sense of the purpose of why God made relationships in the first place. Secondly, you've come to a place where you know that a relationship does not complete you. So you're not running out here looking for your twin flame. You know that it doesn't complete you. There's more fear in being with the one than there's eagerness to be with the one. I try to tell y'all that. There's more fear because it's like, oh my God, now if God gave me the one, then that means that I got to put on. I got to change the world. This union has to change the world. So the easiest way to let you know whether you've met the one is I want you to look at your story, look at your background, everything that y'all played, the way the whole story played out, and does it have anyone's attention? If you tell someone how you met and what's going on, do you have them glued to you with popcorn, wanting to know how it's going to turn out? Or is it like, oh, girl, yep, that same thing happened to me. Why am I saying this? Because we have so many fire signs that are preparing for the one. They are real twins that are trying to run away from the actual twin because it's too hard. It's not something that they can do on their own. And it's not. It's not going to be anything that you can do on your own. I'm telling you right now, you can wear the nastiest shit, dress up, bitch, get your titties done, the ass, all that shit. That twin ain't going to pay you no attention because the twin is not looking for anything that you can do to yourself physically, outwardly. It's not something he can see physically. It is something that is in the soul. It is silent. It's a silence. And it is awareness. And you present differently when it is time for you to go into union. And why am I talking about this, Bella? I'm not trying to be with my damn twin flame. Well, because some of you are going through the awakening. Some of you are actually going through the ascension process. Some of you ran out of soulmates and karmic soulmates. You don't have no choice but to get your shit together. God is sitting you down. Okay? So I'm not giving you this reading because you're going in a union tomorrow. I'm giving you this reading because some of you prayed too much. You begged God for the one. You begged him. Oh, just send me the one, Lord. I just want a twin flame. I need something that my life stand for. Just give me that perfect union that helps change the lives of others. You prayed this shit on you. Next thing you know, you woke up single as fuck. And it doesn't look like what you prayed for. Well, it's not going to look like what you prayed for. Because God doesn't give you, he doesn't send you the actual thing that you pray for. He sends the provision, the direction. That's it. Okay? It's up to you to make it to that journey to finish your course and to ultimately get there. So you might say, Bella, how do you get there? And I told you a million times. First and foremost, if you still got a desire in your heart to date people, you're still looking for a relationship, keep going. Don't deny yourself. Don't sit down and say, okay, nope, I met the one, so I'm just going to sit down and wait for him. Nope, you're not the one, you're not the one. Don't do that. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't do that. That will create bitterness and anger between you and your twin. Okay? Don't do that. I want you to go with your feelings, whatever you feel. So if you feel lonely, you're listening to this and you're like, I just need a man. I don't even care about the fucking journey. Just give me a man. I want you to go look for one. Go get you one. Because eventually you're going to get to the place where it's not necessary anymore. Because you know that it's just a detour to slow you down from your ultimate journey. But that takes a long time to happen. For some of us, it takes longer than others. Okay? So, you got into this new relationship with this person and you are afraid. Deep down inside, you go in the room, you know, you're with the person, they're saying all the right things to you. You're happy for the moment because you're not single anymore. And you fit in with the rest of the world of having relationships. But there is a nagging feeling inside of you. It's very scary. And you know what? It might present itself as you're picking fights. Like if they say they're going to call you at 10 o'clock or they're going to come home at 11 and then they don't come home till 3. You're in their face like, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. I knew I shouldn't have believed you because you was going to do the same thing that I've been through in my life. If you're doing that, chances are because you know intuitively that this ain't the one. And maybe you're getting too eager or too excited. You know, you're believing that this is the one. And you're signing up for something that's temporary. You're making a permanent decision off of something that is temporary. And we have a lot of that right now, especially in my fire energy. Okay, you've been single for a while. You know, you meet somebody that you think is the ultimate one. You're making all kind of excuses, trying to tell yourself they the one and shit. You know they ain't the one because you know how you feel. There's not peace when you lay down at night. You know, you're worried. Do they still love me? Are they happy? Are they going to cheat on me? Oh, but what if the rug is being pulled from under my feet? What if they leave me? What if they... All of that. That's superficiality. That's jealousy. And it's fear. Okay? So, I think I explained this pretty well. Let me get to you that are waiting on this partner. You're trying to find a way out and Spirit is telling you to stop. Stop it. Stop, Linda. Stop. Because I'm going to shake your fucking life up. You keep doing this. Stop. I don't want you. I've revealed the one to you. And just because you're not intimate with this person, you're not in a relationship with this person, does not mean that they are not the one. I want you to stop trying to get instant gratification, immediate gratification. I want you to stop. You've had enough. I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to teach you something that's very important. So I need you to sit back, sit on your hands. No dating. Sit back. Wait a minute. I didn't forget you. I'm still going to bring the one to you. Okay? But there's a journey that I have to take you through. And I hate to bust your ass with this, but I'm telling you, Linda, listen. Everybody got to go this route. There is no one out there on the planet that is getting with their twin flame right away and living happily ever after. Nope. It's not happening. It's not going down like that. I'm telling you. No. This is going to end up a 2-part series because of the long conversation I had in the beginning, and I need to split it up so that it could all fit. Okay, so make sure that you go travel on to part 2 after this video is done. Okay. Now you might say, well, Bella, how am I going to? You said don't split it up. Under part 1 should be when I started water and when I started fire. Under part 2 should be when I start earth and air. Okay, the numbers. You don't have to put them all on one tab because I'm gonna look at both tabs. All right, I'm gonna look at both of them. Okay. All right. So they're telling you to stop. Stop trying to compensate. Stop trying to find you somebody. Stop being so desperate to have someone that you're pushing away the one or making yourself believe that's not the one because it's not. It's not materializing as quickly as you thought it was going to materialize in your mind. So you're trying to go out and get a substitute. Spirit don't want you to do that, because if you go out and get a substitute, you're going to throw things out of balance and it's going to push you back. That's why the tower's there. It's going to push you back. Okay? It's going to push you back if you travel off and try to make your own twin flame. Oh, this ain't the twin flame. It doesn't look like how I expected it to look. What is a twin flame to you? Somebody that you get with, that's perfect. Y'all have the same things in common. Y'all like the same things. Bullshit. That's not a twin flame. Okay? That is not a twin flame. Twin flame is your higher self. All right? Twin flame is everything that you are not right now. Okay? More about that. If you need some help with that, because I know a lot of you fire signs are dealing with that. You know, even the Aries. And Aries had an issue back in 2017 where they collabed with their twin flame. And some of them are wondering, am I going to get an opportunity to get this person back? Book a personal reading. I don't want to expose your business all out here. Book your personal reading. Let's talk. Okay? This is the month of April. So if you are Aries, you still got like literally 2 days to book your monthly birthday and get it at the discounted rate. And if you are Taurus and your birthday is in April, you still got a couple days. All right? Allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. Hit me up. Make sure you like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit your notification bell. You want a personal reading? Allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. The price of the reading is right in the description under this video. Okay? If you want to win a free 30-minute reading, make sure you timestamp these 2 elements in one post in the comment board. Continue on. Make sure you go to part 2. Thank you, guys.